So here's something kind of cool that I wanted to share. A lot of people think that YouTube, being a YouTuber, making YouTube videos is just a silly little hobby, doesn't really have a purpose, you don't really gain anything out of it. And as I've argued in previous videos, I seriously think that the skills you develop from creating a channel, growing your channel, marketing your channel, those combined with, I would even argue, being a motor vlogger, have several significant benefits which can directly translate into certain school and work activities. Now, as I'm a senior here, graduating in a couple weeks, super exciting, a new chapter begins. But as that moment rolls around ever so soon, I'm beginning to think long term as to what I want to do with my career, what kind of lifestyle do I want to live. And a lot of that, of course, ties in with the job I want to take on. A lot of people tend to just think right out of college, oh, I just need any kind of job just to gain some experience, see what I like and dislike. Luckily, I've had the opportunity to have a couple jobs during college, have explored a bunch of different skill sets. I've learned from them and picked up on those skill sets and become pretty good at those jobs. But the important thing is, it's allowed me to better understand what I want to get out of life, both in terms of lifestyle and the kind of job I want to have. Through research and hearing from other people, I've learned and very well understood that I am looking for a job that allows me to be creative, allows me to grow. I have autonomy. I have power over the decisions and actions I do, and it allows me and gives me opportunity to have an influence and a meaningful impact on the work I produce. I have a background in business and marketing specifically. Those are the kind of positions and jobs I'm looking for. A lot of entry positions, however, are mostly sales, which I do have some experience with, but don't really enjoy. And that's just because you're mostly calling up clients and people and you're trying to sell them on a product. I'm more interested in the creative ways that you can market, create interest for your product, and potentially create new products and services for those clients based on their wants and needs. That's basically the overall idea of marketing. And because I'm in the Virginia area, it so happens that most of the positions available, the opportunities that you can seek out, are located in the DC area. That's where you find big name firms. That's the hub down in the DC area for the most part. Arlington, Vienna, Fairfax, and DC. And coming from a rich international background in which I've traveled a lot, lived overseas for most of my life, and lived in big cities, I think going back to that DC area would be welcomed on my part. I'd really look forward to that. So in addition to like the big name companies, there's places like Capital One and other big businesses that you'd easily recognize that have these kind of entry positions available. While those would be great places to work, I want a place that recognizes my efforts from the start and allows me to have an influence and impact from the start. There are a lot of startup companies with unproven track records up there. If you're lucky, you can find a couple of newer companies which have actually done well so far and continue to show great potential for increased growth. Don't pull out, dude. So I actually found this one company that looks very interesting, and it's actually one of the first companies I've applied to that I have a sincere want and good feel for. What drew me to this company, two things. They clearly wanted to show off their personality of the company, and I think they were looking for candidates who were willing to show their more personal side as well. And this is going to tie into why I'm mentioning this on the channel here. The company who shall remain anonymous did a couple interesting things with their application processes. They have a very unique name. They were asking for, in the first sentence or in the first line of the cover letter, for you to guess how they got that name. And I think it was from a quote in a movie that I just so happened to recognize because they also had the same band name. I mentioned that in the first sentence there, and then I got to the more specific and personal reasons why I think I'd be a great fit for the company. With just from what I read on their company overview and their employee biographies, they seem like a really cool group of young professionals who are also probably like-minded and have similar goals. They seem to have a unique background as well. So they were looking for a skill set. What skill set do I bring that would be useful to the company? Well, because this is a marketing position that has a lot of analytics and performance metrics involved, I mentioned, in addition to my school studies, which a lot of other candidates would have, I actually have hands-on experience through a YouTube channel. I decided to share this channel, see firsthand, hey, this is a new channel, only a year of growth. I don't do this every day, but just doing this through a pastime, I have managed to successfully grow this channel in a small amount of time. The channel continues to experience positive and strong growth. And how has that been done? That has been done through various marketing and social media campaigns, through keyword targeting, understanding my demographic, and by understanding and putting all those things together, I can create the product, the service here, which is this kind of fun, laid-back how-to kind of channel that has tutorials and maybe a more personal review and opinionated content, which a lot of people can benefit from. That's kind of how I've tailored this channel here. And I'm extremely proud of accomplishments I've done here and the accomplishments I continue to grow. Is it the most impressive? No, of course not. You have PewDiePie and other big name channels, but you have to start somewhere, and I'm very proud of the direction this channel continues to take. So I decided to share the link for this channel, express to them that I think the lessons I've learned here and continue to learn through actually hands-on experience with this channel would translate directly to what you guys, you the company, would want in order to meet your company goals and the needs of your clients. Bringing in a young-minded recent graduate who also has this hands-on experience would be great. And I express that, and I think hopefully if they're able to check out this channel, if you guys are, hey, what's up? It translates extremely well to what I think the company not only wants but needs. But it just goes to show that you can, vice versa, you can either apply the skills that you have learned from this channel into the work experience, like I am attempting to do, and you can apply the skills that you've learned from your work experience. So if you're a marketer, you have this excellent skill set which you can apply to this side hobby of yours and continue to grow it. I truly hope that I've been able to convey that message to the recruiters at this company, that they are able to check this channel out and see firsthand the growth and kind of content I can make and the skills that are involved with making these kind of videos. And of course, I do hope to join their team. I think it would definitely be cool moving up to the DC area, starting a new chapter of my life up there with a new group of friends. Definitely, this is more of the kind of motovlog style video here, but shows you again kind of what's going on in my life and how if you are trying to be a motovlogger, or even just a YouTuber, or just interested in the content, how you can apply all the different skills that you get from different parts of your life, improve not only your personal life, but your work life as well. Hope all is going well with you guys. I'll try to continue to put out videos as my schedule frees up a little more. And until next time, peace.